of appreciating such ancient touches also. But what a waste it would be leaving my dazzling shorts to lie, useless and forgotten. But what a waste it would be leaving my dazzling shorts to lie, useless and forgotten.
Have you ever been watching a live stream or perhaps checking back on your own and feeling like the gameplay was super washed out, or perhaps on the other end looking way too dark and punchy? Well, that has to do with the RGB color ranges in OBS or your capture card settings. Have you ever been watching a live stream or perhaps checking back on your own and feeling like the gameplay was super washed out, or perhaps on the other end looking way too dark and punchy? Well, that has to do with the RGB color ranges in OBS or your capture card settings being mismatched with your video source, or just being set wrong entirely. It's a very confusing and weird subject for many, and it takes a lot of definition navigating to really get the grasp of, but I'm going to make it super easy to help you decide what you need to be using when it comes to limited or partial versus full RGB ranges in OBS Studio, Streamlabs OBS, any OBS-based program, as well as your capture card settings. I hope you're ready for this because it's going to be super technical, but it's something you need to know as a streamer. Let's go. This video is brought to you by Nerd or Die and their new Overdrive stream package. This just came out a couple days ago. Turn the volume up to 11 and put the pedal to the metal. Overdrive is a grungy, high-impact stream. So the RGB color range used in a video signal can either be limited, partial, or legal range, depending on where you're seeing it defined, or full range. This can honestly sound super misleading, as you might hear, okay, I want the full range of colors because I want all of the possible information, but that's not actually true. There's a reason that limited or partial range was actually called legal range back in older video broadcast days, and it has to do with how color compression could be handled for broadcast and how broadcast signals can handle it and things like that. And in the digital age, it may seem a little silly, but TVs, and especially game consoles hooked up to TVs and things like that, still operate in the limited range. So what we're talking about here is the range of color options available on an 8-bit video signal, which is 0 to 255, because there's only 256 color values in 8-bit. Now, a TV, like I said, or a game console will only handle 16 to 235, and anything 16 or below is fully black on limited range, and anything 235 or higher is fully white. So there's no extra information in those categories. This is how most TV signals work. This is how most TVs work. This is how most game consoles work. And this is how most of your settings should be set up. Now, there is RGB full, where 255 is full 100% reference white, and 0 is full completely reference black. There are no values within the 8-bit signal below 0 or above 255. To make this easy for you, ultimately, you rarely ever want to ever be using RGB full for anything. So right now you need to go into your OBS, Streamlabs OBS, or OBS.live, or any program based on OBS, and check your advanced tab settings and make sure color range is set to partial. That should be set no matter what. You should virtually never be recording or streaming from OBS with full range. Web browsers are only set up to interpret partial ranges in most cases, so you're going to get some really wonky looking colors if you stream full in the first place. And a lot of video editors actually have issues with full range video as well. I had apparently during one of my screen